Everyone, this is Mohammed Shiraz Iqbal and my ID is 241777434. So, the topic we will be covering in this video is the implementation of ethical hack using the websploit environment, as you can see here. So, the main purpose is to exploit the different challenges in the websploit environment like DC3101, DC3102, and DC3103 as the scenario have been given to us. So, our basic goal is to find out the CTFS. So the start of the lab, we just need to schedule a lab in the NetLab using our username and password which have been given to us. I have been currently logging into my NetLab. Once we have been logging into our NetLab, here you can see at the top of the screen, here is the reservation of mine, which is 51018. And in the content, we can see the username and the password to enter into the Linux and Kali environment. And in the here in the status bar, we can see uh, the NetLab is currently powered on or powered off. Here it is currently powered on. So moving on to the next part, which is Webflow. Here we will just need to enter the username and the password. Uh, Basically, we have seen in the content. So here you go, Kali, and yeah, yes, here you go. We have been successfully entered into Kali environment. Now we will just go to the application tab and open the root terminal emulator, and we will enter the same password as we have been entered into the Kali. Yes, here you go. Now, basically, um, at this point, we will start the vulnerability of different challenges, and like we will exploit DC3101. For that, we just need to find out the IP addresses of first of IP address of different servers. So we will find start with the following command, which is root minus n minus n. Here you go. The command it basically shows the router of the IP addresses. Now we will have to map to scan the server. We will need the following second command, which is map minus this minus p 2.7.7.21. Here you go. Here minus p. Uh, Basically, it shows basically specify the port and or a range, and 10.7.7.21 basically shows an IP address. At this point, we have been entered into the server. We just need the second command, which is redis CLI h 10.7.7.21. Here you go. I'll write down the info and we will go to the section. Yeah, at this point, here is the Redis version, which is basically here you go 5.0.7 in the Git and the Redis build number, and we have the replication and status CPU in the cluster. So the version of the Redis LI is a major vulnerability in the Redis server. This is due to the event box and box, and it results in many vulnerabilities like authentication and like SQL injection and issues like SQL injection and issue many others. So this was one of the first DC3101 vulnerability which we have been exploited in this part. So now we will exploit the first challenge. Now we will move on to the second part, which is DC3102. So we will again open the Terminator emulator. Yeah, here you go. So we will need to again enter the password. Here you go. So now we will need again to scan the IP addresses, and the we need the following command, which is map this 10.7.7.22. So basically, this is showing the IP address ports and which can be used by hackers to attack the system. Here you go. You can see like uh, hackers can basically attack the system and get the confidential and private or secret data. So we can use this port to log in into the browser and check whether the server is running or vulnerable. Here you can see the port 8080 TC open proxy MAC address. So we will now go to the Chrome browser, and we will write down the following IP address along with the port number. So here it is 10, sorry, 10.7.7.22 along with the port number, which is 8081. Here you go. So now we can see that the server operative dual is running on the port. Here you can see, and it is used to process large volume of data, and many companies are using this for like maintenance of the company data, and as it is an open source and schedules environment. Here is the data source segment supervisor lookup service. Basically, it is an open source and use environment, and it can be attacked by hacker to get the confidential data uh, from this, which is very critical for the company. So this was the second vulnerability which I have explained in front of you all, which was BC3102. And now we will go to the emulator, and we will just clear we will just need we will I will just will enter a command which will clear all the actions. Here you go. So now as it has been done. So moving on to the third action. Here you go. We will cross it out. So moving into the third challenge, which is BC3103, we have to go back to the emulator, and now we will scan the IP address. We'll just yes, there you go. Uh, we will again go to the Chrome browser, and we will type the following command, which is 10.7.7.23 along with the port number, which is 9090. Here you go. Yeah. Basically, this opens an open a page, a fire page, an app, and it just asking for a username and a password. We will just basically type the password admin, and in the here you go. We'll just admin. So after login, it will be, yeah. Basically, it shows that the password is vulnerable and anyone can use to enter the same server and misplay any of the application. Here you go, and they can destroy the data in dangerous way, or they can use it. So this was the third form of vulnerable attack which can be exploited. Uh, DC3103. So basically, in this video, I have explained all the three challenges which can be impact, uh, implemented by a hacker and can use to find confidential data in form of any of the system. We just need to make sure that these are enrolled in a good way, and we have a strong password. Different certificate are exploited, and we just need to help to save our password in a good way. So the basically I have demonstrated the exploitation of these system DC3101, DC3102, DC3103. Each system vulnerabilities were identified and exploited to retrieve hidden flags. By adding this vulnerability, organization can significantly reduce the risk of attacks in the future. So this was all from my side. Thank you.